Dear students, let us recall something about the basic service capability, that was availability. Why am I discussing it? Because as thus far you know that CRM is actually based on two scenarios, that is, how would you influence the order and how would you execute the order. So one thing actually becomes very important, that is the availability. This was one of the dimensions of basic service capability, if you can remember that. So the capacity to have inventory when it is desired by the customer. Now we actually define that availability definition, or if we can recall it, it's more or less the same, but it is more refined here in terms of inventory. If we define availability, that would be if we have the capacity to have that inventory that could either be ATD, available to deliver, or available to promise to the customer. That means the organizations, they have the basic service capability of availability. So different stocking strategies for different items are there. We know that. From inventory perspective, it could be ABC kind of scenario, or Pareto analysis you say, or 80-20 rule. That means the most important items would account for like 20% of my volume, but they will generate more revenue. So different type of stocking strategies are used. Let's say if I have such kind of inventory items, if you can recall, what kind of inventory policy we were using for it? We were using RQ policy, so that there will be no shortage. When you say there is no shortage, you are actually talking about the maximum availability of that product to the customer. So when you say I have implemented SS policy for something, then there are chances of a shortage and availability would be decreased. So availability is the capability of the organization to actually provide their customers with the required number of inventory items. So maximum inventory is in the case of, or there are lesser chances of shortage in the case of RQ policy, which is a stocking strategy, and availability would be maximum for that kind of scenario. So two groups of inventory are actually defined. Base stock determined by the forecast to support basic availability, and a safety stock to cover demand that exceeds forecast. Now just imagine, how would the organizations actually have their forecast? Now that forecast would basically be composed of two components. One would be the base stock. Base stock means the average inventory, average cycle inventory they require. When I say cycle inventory, that means the replenishment cycle for that kind of inventory. So एक तो वो inventory है जो कि आपने base stock, वो stock है जो आपने average level of inventory को maintain करने के लिए अपने पास रखा हुआ है. Let's say on the average the demand for this kind of product X is 2000 units in 1 week. तो ये एवरेज डिमांड है जो कि शो कर रही है कि आपको 2000 बेस स्टॉक अपने पास रखना है. बट देयर विल बी वेरिएशन इन इट एज वेल. उसकी एक मैक्सिमम और मिनिमम लिमिट होगी. और जहां पर आप अवेलेबिलिटी की बात कर रहे हैं तो वहां पर आपको यू हैव टू टेक इनटू अकाउंट द मैक्सिमम लिमिट इनटू अकाउंट. जब मैं ये कहूं कि 2000 यूनिट्स हैं और ये मैक्सिमम 2200 भी हो सकते हैं, तो दैट मींस यू नीड सम सेफ्टी स्टॉक फॉर दैट वीक एज वेल. दैट इज 200 यूनिट्स. कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में इट कुड बी 50 यूनिट्स, इट कुड बी 60 यूनिट्स. इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द वेरिएशन इन इट. आपके पास वेरिएशन कितनी आती है, सेफ्टी स्टॉक उस हिसाब से इंक्रीज हो जाता है. द मोर द वेरिएशन, द मोर विल बी द सेफ्टी स्टॉक. आपको उतना ही ज्यादा सेफ्टी स्टॉक रिक्वायर करना पड़ेगा. सो व्हाट इज दैट? आप एक एवरेज फोरकास्ट के अगेंस्ट जो उसकी वेरिएशंस हैं अपने फोरकास्ट में, उसको गार्ड करने के लिए यू हैव द सेफ्टी स्टॉक विद यू. सो द टोटल फोरकास्ट वुड एक्चुअली बी द बेस स्टॉक प्लस दैट सेफ्टी स्टॉक. Then many firms use backup warehouses which are less efficient and operational. यूज करते हैं कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दे यूज वेयर हाउसेज जहां पर वो अपनी इन्वेंट्री बिल्टअप को रखती हैं, और वो वेयर हाउसेज को इतने एफिशिएंट नहीं होते. एफिशिएंट होने से वेयर हाउस के क्या मुराद है कि वहां पर द मटेरियल हैंडलिंग और द the way they are actually stocking the items may not be that good as what their primary warehouses are doing. But in case of some backup inventory, those backup inventory could come from those warehouses. Then availability के लिए वही दो कॉन्सेप्ट जो हमने पहले डिस्कस किए, जस्ट रिकॉल देम. स्टॉक आउट फ्रीक्वेंसी is important as well as the fill rate. So stock out frequency is the probability that the stock out will occur. Chances हैं कि मेरे पास stock out हो जाएगा. If the stock out frequency is higher, availability would be lower. It measures how many times demand for a specific product exceeds availability. It measures how many times demand for a specific product exceeds availability. जितनी इन्वेंट्री अवेलेबल है उससे ज्यादा डिमांड कितनी मर्तबा ओरिजिनेट हुई है, ये वो प्रोबेबिलिटी है. फिल रेट क्या था? दैट एक्चुअली मेजर्स द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द इम्पैक्ट और इम्पैक्ट ऑफ स्टॉक आउट्स ओवर टाइम. जो इम्पैक्ट है उन स्टॉक आउट्स का उसको मेजर करता है. लेट्स से मैं कहता हूं माय फिल रेट 95%, दैट मीन्स स्टॉक आउट फ्रीक्वेंसी इज 5%. बोथ आर एक्चुअली इनवर्सली रिलेटेड टू ईच अदर. व्हेन यू से इनवर्सली रिलेटेड टू ईच अदर, ये दोनों कस्टमर सर्विस लेवल को डिफाइन कर रहे हैं. But at the same time, if your stock out frequency increases, यानी probability of stock out ज्यादा हो गया, तो आपका fill rate कम होगा. और अगर आपके पास fill rate is higher, then the chances that there will be a stock out, it would be lesser. तो these are actually inversely related to each other. ये दोनों एक दूसरे से inversely relate करते हैं. In an organization, for having a better logistical competency or having better service capability, that is in terms of availability, I would like to have my fill rate much higher, especially for the critical customers. बाकी सब पे fill rate कम हो भी सकता है, लेकिन for my critical customers, I might want my fill rate to be very high and a stock out frequency to be very low. Thank you.